everywhere. Welcome to the Julie Disney Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Andy Zilmerman.
And the other one of your host, Al Day. Wow, I misspoke.
You
I got tongue-tied.
misspoke your own name.
I did. Which is weird because I've known it for, I won't say I've known it for 54 years, but, maybe 53, 52? It was like about a year and a half there where I don't know that I really was all that cognizant of things.
All right, fair enough.
Sure. Well, how you doing?
Maybe more. Good. Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. You
From
and I
all of
both
us to
celebrate
all of
Christmas.
you. We do.
I have family who celebrates Hanukkah. I make fun of Kwanzaa every year, but it's also pretty cool.
And Diwali already happened.
Yeah, Diwali happened, and all sorts of holidays. Even those folks who don't celebrate holidays have a happy December.
Winter solstice is coming up.
Winter solstice, which is what, the 21st?
Yep, it sure is. It sure is on the 21st already.
So, if you're hearing there's a war on Christmas, it's not coming from this podcast. We love Christmas
and we love those who don't love Christmas. So
right, because you know what, people get to do what they want to do. What's the problem? Why are you upset about it?
My God, oh my goodness. Okay, how was your Disney week? Did you have a Disney week?
Yes and no. I've been working. As you know, we've been pretty working in higher education these days is a bit fraught.
Hey, lower education too.
Sure, but
imagine that.
We've got we got people getting yelled at in Congress because they are like, yes, the First Amendment exists, and they're like, but you. So just a lot of work, but in general, good Disney week. I have been diving into, and this is sort of my Disney week this week because I've been pretty busy with stuff, is whenever I get a moment, I've been diving into the Marvel Unlimited app, which I paid for, which is digital comics. There's the DC Universe app, which I've had for years, but recently I got the Marvel app. And the DC app basically gives you every comic that they have digitally up until a month ago, right? The Marvel app has most of their comics, but they're not quite as sort of far-reaching as the DC app. I think they're just getting there. They just don't have as much stuff digitized, and it's pretty cool. I've been reading the Fantastic Four John Byrne issues from 1981. I think I'm going to try to, over the holiday, get the Fantastic Four from 81 to 86 done while I'm on vacation on a cruise ship. But it's been really cool just because I'm a DC guy, as I have well established, but I do like a lot of Marvel comics, especially Fantastic Four. And I didn't read them at the time. So it's just pretty cool to be able to go through a whole years and years worth of comics that I've never read. So that's what I've been doing this week. What about yours? You have a cool Disney sweater on. I do too.
Oh, yes. Yes. I know. I feel my vice principal came to me this week and she goes, how can you afford all of those $100 Spirit jerseys? I'm like, my daughters work there. Do you think I pay $100 for these? No, I do not pay $100 for these. My daughters work there. They are the number one gift coming to me. Plus, they buy them at their, not this one, but they buy them at their outlet stores. So
right. Whatever. I love the jerseys too. And every time I see one I like, I don't buy it because it's $100.
Well, yeah. And I don't buy that much on clothes, but I am recognizing I have a problem, a first world Disney problem, and that is like when you have so much Disney stuff and you go on a Disney vacation, you obviously can't pack all of your Disney clothes because that's just way too many. Right. But now I'm at the point where I have so much Disney Christmas stuff that we are getting ready to go see Annika at Disney World.
You can Christmas is up every day.
And yeah, but I even have like more Christmas stuff than I do on days that we'll be there. So if you are the Disney person, the Disney fan who wears all the Disney, you get it. But I have to show you this cute, it's not going to look good because I'm wearing headphones, but I love their new Santa hats this year that are like
cool.
Bucket
Did you get that
hats.
at Disneyland?
I got it. Yeah, they're at Disneyland. So it looks a little wide. Isn't that cute though? I love that.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember when I'm going to be in Anaheim next. I'm going to do one of those.
Yeah, I like it. I had the actual Santa hat, but I saw these and I thought they were very cute. So
cool. Ooh, also, can I give a previous Disney Week update?
Yes, please do.
Thanks to your daughter, Annika, I was able
Oh,
to procure
no
a Nikon
way.
Studio lithograph. She
No.
hasn't shipped it to me yet, but I am very, very, very excited. She had a friend of hers who was like, I don't really need it or not need it. And I was like, I very much need it. And then he said, how much are they going for? And I was like, well, let's not talk about that. How much do you want for it? And we arranged a price and I Venmoed him. And now
Oh,
at some
wow.
point, I'll be getting it shipped to me. I'm
I'm
very excited about it.
I am 95% sure that ship to you means it's getting to me in Florida.
And then
I
and
come
you'll
back
ship.
with it to Oregon and then ship it to you. I'm going to go
Hey,
out. I don't know anything about it. I'm just going to guess.
either way, as long as I get it, I'm
Yes.
thrilled.
Yes. Children don't
I am
know how
thrilled.
to send things if it's not on the internet. So there you go.
It's she's busy. She's working.
No, don't even get
Don't
me started.
don't make fun of one of my two favorite of your daughters.
We my class, I do this every year, that I have children to entertain the day before Christmas break, but we did watch Mickey's Christmas Carol because
Of
it's
course.
not just entertainment, it is part of the language arts literature. It's
I mean
Dickens.
Dickens, right? And
So
I'm pretty sure Dickens did imagine Bob Cratchit as a mouse. So
absolutely. You cannot, yeah, absolutely. So great. I thought I'd make your job easier for Christmas shopping for me this year. And oh yes, I cracked myself up.
oh yeah, you do.
Last year we did a gift list for the Disney fan in your household, whether it's you or somebody else, and so we are going
In my household,
to
it's me.
do the same thing. In my household, it's everyone, and Ed will deny that, but come on. We know whose idea it was to get a DVC membership again. So, yeah. Anyway, do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I'm happy to go first.
All right.
Okay,
have you
so
go.
my first pick, and let me just be clear on this. Many of my picks are come from me looking around my house and saying, "Oh, this is the stuff that I bought this year."
That's good.
Yeah. And so if anybody's looking to buy me one of these gifts,
Mm-hmm.
the first three I'm going to talk about, I already know.
Okay. All right.
But the first one I'll talk about is, okay, I love Funko, right? I collect
Yeah.
Funko. And I recently put some Instagram pictures of my trip to the Funko store. Well, this is only Funko makes this, but it's not like it's not like the Funko Pops, but Funko has a game called Disney Animated Strategy, and it looks really cool. It's a co-op game, and I'm not really a gamer, and I live by myself. Well, I live with my brother, so maybe he'll play the game with me. But it's Walt Disney Animation Studios Animated, and it's a co-op game. And how you play the game is you put into production various movies and try to make them successful. And I just think that's about the coolest idea for a game that you can make. And the box is super cool, and we're gonna put all the links to all of this stuff in our social media. But the box looks super cool, and the idea of the game is super cool. And I might arm twist my brother into playing it with me on Christmas. It just looks super cool.
Emma gave it to Annika for her birthday this year. I haven't played it, but it looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. If you all play it, please let me know. I want to know how it is, because it just, the idea of a co-op game where you're putting animated movies into production.
Yeah.
I just think that's awesome.
It does look cool.
It looks super cool.
All right. Good. I hope we play it. Maybe we'll play it this next week.
Don't you have enough stuff to pack and fly out to Florida?
Well, I'm not packing it. Annika lives there. She has the game.
Oh, she has the game. Okay.
This is going to be a very slow trip for us. This is going to be a very my parents are going with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no desire to go morning till night. Our main reason of going is to see Annika singing in the candlelight processional.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main reason we're going. If I get that done, yay, I'll call it a successful trip. So
when your parents go, you
Mm-hmm.
can go at a reasonable pace. But when I go,
You're
I
my
hurt myself.
age.
I'm
You're my
older than you
age. By a year.
still.
Actually, not even a whole year. 10 months. You are 10 months older than me.
Well, wait till you get 10 months from now and you'll see.
You'll see.
Well, what if you need Ferris one day, you ungrateful one?
All right. Well, my gift right here is a very inexpensive gift meant to be a stocking stuffer for someone. But I don't know if you know this, but Annie's Organics makes mac and cheese. I always used to feed the
Oh, yeah.
kids their mac and cheese, but Annie's Organics has the Disney shapes.
It's how you're different. You do Annie Organics macaroni and cheese, and I go, yeah, Kraft. It's right there.
Yeah, no. I love it. Annie's actually has a really good gluten-free macaroni and cheese that
Which
I
is
love.
important for
I
you.
think it's
Yeah.
fantastic. But
You're one of
she
the few
has
people who actually literally shouldn't have gluten as
That's
opposed to
right.
all the other people who just Okay, go on. Sorry. I've distracted you. Please. Annie's
yeah, but I don't think the gluten-free ones are Disney shaped though. I didn't see any. But they do have like Toy Story shapes and Mickey shapes, and I think that's really fun. I'm glad that Disney is partnering with Annie's Organics
Mhm.
for the shape pasta. But I mean, I think that would be cute to put like in little kids' stockings, like each get a box of mac and cheese. I mean, I don't know. I'm one of those
It's a-
moms who thinks it's cute to put food in a stocking. So
I think it's really cool. We didn't have like Christmas stockings.
okay.
So, we had my mom, every year complaining that you kids don't appreciate Christmas. And I'm not doing this again next year. And that we're going to put up the tree and then we're just going to take it right down and blah, blah. And I was like, okay, we get it. It's stressful.
Yeah. I feel like I'm channeling your mom a lot lately.
Why we're friends, you and I. But
I
I
get
think
it.
I love the idea of stocking stuffers. Like, I think may have missed the window to have kids, but I just really kind of dig the idea of like, hey, here's some little stuff, and
Hmm.
then there's your big presents, and
Yeah.
then your big present from Santa that we never actually had Santa at my house, but uh, I just think it's cool. So I love the idea of stocking stuffers, and particularly stocking stuffers that you can eat because I'm a big fan of eating.
Right? Right. 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 So
You're right.
that was
You're right.
it's very inexpensive, but I
Mhm.
think they're cute. I think it's cute.
I like it. I like an idea. Okay, my next one is it includes something that I own, but I expanded it when I was doing my research. So I've talked about this on the podcast, I think before, right after Comic-Con.
Hmm.
There is a company called Her Universe.
Yeah, I love her universe.
Love Her Universe. They do a fashion show every year at Comic-Con. And their sort of big mission is doing sort of geeky, nerdy clothing for women, right? And so I love the idea of it, but I never really stopped by their booth because Her Universe, I just was like, well, good on you. Like, I don't want to take up space, right? But I was walking by the booth and I saw a really cool, which I've talked about before, Mickey Mouse Club jacket,
Hmm.
and they had it in my size, which is rare because I'm a big boy. They had it in triple X, and it was a reasonable price, and so I got it, and I love it. And it's one of those when I go to Disneyland, it's that and my Bruno jacket are like the two jackets that I take. Um, and so absolutely the Her Universe jacket if you're looking for something cool for a guy. But here's the thing. I then went on the Her Universe site, and Her Universe has not as much as women, but a lot of clothing
Yep.
for men and for folks who
Yep.
identify for men. And so I'm almost disappointed that I did this research because all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, this is going to cost me a lot of money.
I love her universe so
But
much.
it's so cool. Not only for men, but if you're just looking for interesting, cool stuff for women, they have way more of that stuff. And they just have stuff for everybody. And right now, between now and the holidays, they have 20% off site wide. So I think if you're looking for a unique gift, because as a Disney collector, I
Hmm.
don't want to wear, I've said this a million times, I don't want something that everybody has. I don't want Mickey Mouse on a surfboard going, California, dude, right? Like, that's just not something I want. And Her Universe has all kinds of cool stuff, but particularly the Mickey Mouse Club bomber jacket or Letterman's
Yep.
jacket. I don't know the difference between those two things, but
Well,
I
they're
just
different. A bomber jacket is leather. And a Leatherman jacket
Well,
is
because
like,
it's
oh,
got like leather arms,
oh, that could be a Leatherman jacket too.
right?
Yeah.
Or
Hmm.
pretend leather or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's got the big like Mickey Mouse Club symbol on the. It's just awesome.
That's a Letterman's jacket. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ashley, if you don't know her universe, definitely go look at it online. And she's got her stuff at Hot Topic and she has her stuff at Disney. Ashley Eckstein or Stein. I don't know if it's Steen or Stein. Let's see. EIN.
It's
Stein. Eckstein.
Is it Igor?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, we go off on these tangents.
We
Anyway,
really entertain ourselves. Too bad we don't also entertain the audience.
she is also the voice, not the live action, but the voice of Ahsoka in Rebels and Clone Wars. I think, is it Clone Wars that she's in? I can't remember the other animated one. Okay. So I just think it's really cool that she's part of the universe and came up with her own brand, and I love it. If you haven't seen it, it's worth going and worth getting ideas for the Disney fan in your life for sure.
Right.
And so I've seen, I don't think she sells them on her site, but she has them in her fashion show, the lounge flies that are little backpacks, wallets, all kind of things like that. I've seen, not a lot, but I have seen some men carry lounge flies. Probably not men like you or Ed, but there are more masculine.
Let's be clear. I think you know me enough to be like, I mean, I'm generally not one of those guys that cares that much about whether somebody's like, ooh, is that masculine or feminine? They're just so small that they're not. It's a practical thing for me because I saw a Pinocchio lounge fly that I was like, oh, dude, that looks awesome and I want it. But
it's
just,
actually like a purse. Yeah.
Right? I didn't know what I would do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they have great Loungefly. So Loungefly has their own site, which is also Funko's site. Like they have they're together. And then they have some Loungeflies on Shop Disney and Disney Park. But something that Annika does, and Annika has a whole collection of Loungeflies. Like they decorate her wall. She buys them a lot secondhand. So she'll go on Etsy or eBay, or they even have like, kids today, they have their little Facebook and Instagram groups and stuff like that they sell things on.
Right.
She'll buy a ton of them secondhand. So Loungefly is one of those things that will release a design for only a little bit of time.
Right.
So if you miss that design or the fan in your life has missed that design, go look for it secondhand. And that might be a good idea. Emma has the 100 years Loungefly that is so cute. That's on the Loungefly site. And that is super cute. I love it. But Loungeflies are pretty cute. I personally don't own one. And the reason why is because if I did, I would go crazy and want all of them. I love them. And so that's my story. I will borrow my daughters if I would like to carry one. But I'm an all or nothing kind of person. And if I buy one, I'll buy them all. So... And that's my story.
I'm the kind of person that I've been collecting Funko for a long time, and it wasn't until Comic-Con, or not even Comic-Con, it wasn't until I went to the Funko shop in Hollywood a couple months back that I realized that it was the same company. And I bought a Loungefly Snow White hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
That I love. And again, came in my size. It'd be amazing how often, I will buy something just because it came in my size, but it was really cool. And at the Funko shop, if you go to I know there's one in LA. I think there's
one in Washington, where
one in Seattle, right? And I don't know if there's one in New York, but if you happen upon those places, there's so much Disney stuff. I didn't put it on my list because I feel like I talk about Funko way too much, but particularly for a Disney collector, I'm literally looking to my right, and I have 2 Walt Disney and 1 Oswald the Lucky Rabbit Funkos from the Disney 100 anniversary collection, and I had to just stop myself from the Disney 100 Funko series.
I know. There's so many. There's so many.
Now, what I wish is, because when you go to the Funko shop, you can make a custom Funko. I really, really wanted them to give you the option of putting like mouse ears or
that would have been cool.
Like oh my God, that would have been perfect. They would have take my money out of my wallet. I'm a huge fan of Funko and Loungefly.
That is awesome.
Just make the backpacks bigger and I'll buy them.
I know,
I don't
but
even mind the idea of like somebody being like, "Oh, it's a girl's." Who cares, right? I just it's impractical.
well, you're looking for a backpack to put your jacket in. These are supposed to be like little, we don't have pockets like you guys have
Right,
pockets, right? It's
right,
amazing if we get things with pockets.
right. I got
So
cargo
that is
pants.
our
I
little
got all
pocket.
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
So yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, I would buy one if
All
they were
right.
bigger, especially that
All right.
Pinocchio one. It was awesome. Anyway,
Okay.
all right.
All right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the other thing. And okay, let's just be clear. As a collector, it's a sickness, it's an illness. And when I start collecting something, it's
That's why I don't have
dangerous.
lounge flies.
So a couple years back, the Ace Hardware by my house, I was in there getting, I don't know, mulch. I don't, whatever you get at hardware stores. I love hardware stores. And I have no property upon which to use the hardware on.
Hardware.
So right, floating around the hardware store, and they had a whole section on Hallmark Christmas ornaments. And so
Oh.
I got a cool little Star Wars, like I think I got like a TIE fighter or whatever. And then I hit a button and it played a song. And then I looked and it said, "Oh, but there's all these other Star Wars ornaments that if you connect them to each other with
Yeah.
this special wire, it does a whole show on your Christmas tree." And then there's a Superman one. And then there's a Mickey Mouse one. And then it was off to the races. So especially around Christmas, I really dig into Hallmark ornaments. And this year, again, for a Disney collector, man, this year is bad. But the one of the ornaments that I got was this year's Hallmark ornament of the Disney partner statue.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really cool because that's like, I love the Disney partner statue. I have not yet been able to get a replica of this. I have
Mhm.
one of the statue in California Adventure, but I want the partners statue, like the full like metal statue. But since I don't have that, I now have a Christmas ornament of the Disney partner statue, which I love. I love it so much. I love it.
Oh
Um,
god.
and it is just it's really cool. And I think if you want to get it, go to a Hallmark store. A lot of Ace Hardwares do Hallmark collectibles, but beware if you have the illness that I do and you walk in, one thing will turn into a whole collection.
Yeah, absolutely. But Hallmark ornaments are kind of fun to buy for that friend that you always buy for, but maybe you don't have to spend a lot of money on. You just want to say, I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking of you. Those are kind of fun to buy. Those are
Yeah.
definitely fun to buy. So that's good. That's a great idea, actually. All right. Well, I went really inexpensive with the mac and cheese. So now I'm going very expensive. If you know somebody that is taking a trip to Disney this year, and you can afford it, I would think buying them a Disney gift card with the intention of using it for a tour would be a great idea. Obviously, that is a leap in the expense, but tours
Well,
are
it's up to them
so.
what they want to do with it. But I do
But
think that it's a great idea.
I have been loving the tours lately, and it took me, 50 years to even go on one. So I'm a fan of the tours. And again, if you're a Disney fan and you've been there many times, that's when you want to like start going on the tours and seeing, how the magic is made, or where Walt
Hmm.
was, when he was
Yeah.
in Walt's
I mean,
footsteps. And
you know how I felt. My very first tour was the Walk in Walt's
mm-hmm,
Footsteps tour at Disneyland, and I adore that
mm-hmm,
tour. I
yeah.
love that tour. It's so much fun for like a super nerd. Like there's nerds and then there's super nerds, and if you're a super nerd, the tour is where you want to be.
Someday I'm gonna go and do the Behind the Magic tour, which is at Walt Disney World. It's all 4 parks. It's a whole day.
Yeah.
It's a commitment. So I haven't been able to make that commitment yet. But one of
Mhm.
these days, I tell you, I would really like to do that.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that'd be great. And it's the thing of like there's another Disney social media group Inside the Magic does the Walt Disney Disney Jeopardy every week that my brother and I sit down every Saturday and like compete against each other. And I bring that up because every year they have, or almost every episode, they have a parks category, but like 4 out of 5 times it's Disney World. and I get very frustrated because I'm like, "Ugh, I
Yeah.
need to go to Disney World more just so I can beat my brother at these things. I mean, he's never been to Disney World, so I still do a little bit better than him, but
I know. It is weird though. I mean, you think most of your, I don't know. It is weird. They're two very different places, that's for sure. That's for sure. So, yeah, that's my expensive gift.
Okay, so my next one is also expensive. But I just, okay, so again, I'm a Disney collector. Let's just be clear. And I also
you keep saying that. Like,
I mean,
you think you collect
it is
Disney
part of my
items or
identity,
something.
okay?
It really
I'm-
is. It is. It
I'm
is. I get it.
black,
Yeah,
I'm straight, and I'm a Disney collector. Well, I'm a collector.
that's right.
Of course.
That's right.
And one of the companies I've probably spent more money with this company than any other single company, and it's Sideshow Collectibles, and they
Yeah.
do a lot of like pop culture, but mostly comics based statues and things of that sort. So I got a lot of way more than I can afford premium statues of Superman and Batman, and I've got Grogu, little Baby Yoda if you're nasty. But they have a whole Disney section. And I was just floating through there in anticipation of this, and they have a Pinocchio as a donkey vinyl collectible.
Oh, no way.
And it looks so cool.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It looks so awesome that I just fell in love with it. And I'm like, I've recently spent a ridiculous amount of money to get myself a Christmas present, so I'm can't justify this as well. So I hope it lasts until my birthday when I can probably justify spending the money for it, because it looks so cool. It's so cool looking.
I love that. I think it sounds great.
Oh my god, it's just awesome.
That's a good idea too. I like it when people come up with like the out of the norm. Poses.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't want the stuff you can see every day. And Pinocchio somehow has sort of left the public consciousness, despite what Tom Hanks tried to do. And so,
Right.
I still haven't watched that movie.
I did. I think you should. I think you should, for the little inside jokes that are in there that are so funny.
Maybe I will.
No, it's true. Like, you have to watch it, because a true Pinocchio fan will get the jokes, where a non-Pinocchio fan would let that go right over their heads. So
understandable.
I'm just saying. All right. Well, while we're on the expensive side, I'm not a jewelry person. Okay. Like, the fact that I have a diamond on my wedding ring is huge, because I didn't even really need that. So I just, there's the stereotype.
Oh, you needed the ring though.
Yeah, the ring. Yeah. The stereotype that, sorry, again, a tangent. He says one thing, you guys, and my mind goes like a million miles an hour to what he's talking about. And then I lose my train of thought. Anyway,
intentional, folks. Right?
So not only do I not, like, freak out needing all the jewelry, but also mall jewelry shops kind of freak me out. I've never like really been a fan. However, Zales just got this Disney partnership thing going on, and oh my lord, it is so hard for me not to say I actually want these things. I mean, Disney princess rings, Disney, and I'm sure that people who are like into this stuff will go, well, the quality of the diamond is blah blah blah, and diamonds are bad because it's slave labor and all of this stuff. So I get that. I do.
Man, let's be clear.
I wouldn't even care.
As a podcast, we're against slave labor.
Yeah, we are. So I don't know how these diamonds
to be anti-slave labor.
Well, it's true though. I know I've heard so much about the diamond industry and how crazy it is. So that being said, they have
so all the qualifications of why you don't want it.
I know.
But you want it.
They have an actual ring that is a castle, like it's got the castle and it's set in silver. It's so beautiful. They also have, I'm looking over here, if you're watching us rather than listening, I'm actually looking at a different screen to tell you this, but the Disney insignia as a necklace. They have like a ton of things. They have Maleficent black black jewelry, black like diamond jewelry. What was the other one that I love so much? They have like oh. The one I love, I'm hearing Thor in the background. He's like, "What are you freaking out about?"
Thor the dog, not Chris Hemsworth.
Oh yeah, right. Well, him
Yeah.
too. He
Yeah.
happens to be in the back freaking out too. There's one that has like a tiara on it, and it's got all like they're like the birthstone colors, but they're all the colors of the princesses. So it's like,
Oh, that's pretty
green
cool.
and purple and blue and pink. And I'm just like, and I don't even wear jewelry. I'm not a jewelry person, but I love it. So anyway, that's it. I don't need
Hey,
it, but I love looking at it.
some of our listeners and viewers
There's a
may love jewelry.
Maleficent. I know, but there's a Maleficent diamond dragon wrap ring. So it's like her as a dragon wrapped. Oh my god, pretty dang cool. Why does it have to be Zales? Why can't it be like, hi, here's our ethically sourced
Do we know
jewelry
that Zales
store?
isn't? I don't know enough about diamonds to know. I mean,
I don't know
maybe
enough about
Zales has
Zales.
decided to be good.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, listeners, that's something you can get on for us. 'Cause I don't know.
Please let us know.
Anyway, but super, super cute stuff.
Super
Just to
cute.
look at. Just, yeah. Mhm.
Okay. My final one, I think, was also technically on my list last year, if I recall correctly, but I'm going to go again because of a very particular reason. And it's membership to D23.
Oh, yeah,
which is always great. And D23 membership, in addition to just getting those magazines, you also get access to like a lot of opportunities, like to tour the studio. I'm still waiting for them to bring back the tour of Pixar, which is just a couple miles from me, and I'm really hoping they do that this year. But they also, when you sign up, send you a collector gift set. And the reason I'm bringing it back to my list is this year's collector gift set was particularly awesome because it had a replica of, and I think this picture's on our Instagram when we were at D23 last 2 years ago.
a year and a half.
Huge Mickey statue in silver,
Mm-hmm.
and the collector's gift this year is a replica of that. It kind of looks like, I won't say it looks like an Oscar because it's silver, but it's just really cool, and it's on my office shelf. And if I think that collector gift is worth the entire membership, plus you get the membership.
Yeah.
And so I would just, I think I recommended membership to D23 last year. I recommend it again, but most specifically because this year's collector's gift is awesome. And the collector's gifts are kind of hit and miss. Like some years it's like the best thing you ever saw. And other years it's like, like one year it was a Walt Disney World lunchbox, which if I grew up going to Walt Disney World would have been great. But as a West Coaster, I was like, I don't have that emotional connection with it, right? So for me, it would have, and it was, in alignment with Walt Disney World anniversary and all that kind of stuff. So everything's not going to be for everybody, but this year's, I think, if you're a Disney fan, it is for every Disney fan, that collector's box with the Mickey statue.
Their ramp, for that statue is actually over right now at Downtown Disney, California, over by where the ESPN club used to be. So that's where the statue is now if people want to see it in California. But also D23 is ramping up because they've got the expo this year, and so if you do go to the expo, it's worth it to have the membership to get that discounted.
I have booked my hotel,
ticket.
But not. They don't have
they don't have them for sale yet.
The badges yet, but
yeah,
hopefully soon.
I hope it knows. I happen to be very close to someone who knows a lot about when they might go on sale.
Really? I'm shocked.
Shocked, I tell you. All right. Well, my last ones, I love them. I've talked about them here, and I've had a reel going on our social media, but it's the Vans, the Disney Vans shoes.
Those
the Disney
really
Vans. Cool. Not only are they, they're cool. Every time I wear them, I get compliments. And then, hold on one second, because I haven't checked it in a while. But even the reel that I put on right now has 145,000 views, which to a real social media person, that's nothing. But to us, that's like really big.
It's huge. Are you kidding me?
So for us,
it is likely the most we've ever gotten.
but I love them. I am so happy wearing them, and I'm very selective when I wear them because I don't want them to get ruined. But the upper of the Vans shoes is leather, and I just really like them. So I think that they have different styles. They have them for kids. They have them for adults. So go to the Vans website, and that's where you get them. But
and I love them too.
Pretty special.
And if I didn't have flat feet and need like a pretty significant arch in my shoe, I would get them. But whenever I get shoes without an arch, my feet hurt like 5 minutes in.
Don't get me wrong. I have to wear my orthotics, and I have to wear all my like special "don't hurt your feet" stuff. I'm not saying I'm young anymore. I'm not saying that, I don't need all the special tools just to be able to stand upright. But still, I can put them in there. So
they also have like jackets and sweater. Like I had on the website, like that cardigan is pretty slick. And I might have to get that.
I'm telling you,
surfing the web while recording our podcast and adding things to the shopping cart. Why would you say that?
Well, I'm wondering from our community, what have we missed? I'm sure there's something. You always know what there is. Or what?
And this is one of those that, like, no kidding, please participate, because if we don't know about it, we'd like to.
Yeah, we'd like to. Exactly. And hopefully
My bank account would not, but I would.
Hopefully we're able to share some good ideas with you. And we're curious to hear yours as well. We wish everybody listening happy whatever you celebrate. And thank you for being with Al and I we started, I think, in 2018. So we've been going a while.
Do we have a 5th anniversary coming up, or have we passed it?
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, we would have passed it because we started in the summer.
Oh, wow. Well, happy anniversary.
Yay. Oh, yeah. We care a lot.
Oh, we do. We do. I mean, we are committed to this influencer lifestyle so that we can get free stuff. I don't know. We just,
we've never gotten free stuff. We're not influencers.
We've never gotten free stuff. We're not influencers. I mean, maybe we're influencers for Andy's kids, but pretty soon they're
mostly influencers for us.
Yeah,
are you kidding?
Significant influencers for us. But,
oh my Lord!
We do it because we love.
We love. That's true. It's a good hobby for us. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, you can subscribe to get all this fun all the time. And then if you are listening on a podcast, please leave a review wherever you're listening. And feel free to come over on Facebook and join our Dueling Disney Community Duelists. That's where we talk about all the fun stuff. So we'd love to have you over there.
Coming soon to video cassette. The magic, the music, the masterpiece. One of Walt Disney's greatest podcasts is coming your way on video. Dueling Disney,